Hello, Tom Cosm here. Today I'm releasing Specyscope 1.0, which is a spectrogram and an oscilloscope next to each other. I made this for something I needed personally and then realized how awesome it is having the waveform and the amplitude over time displayed next to each other. It's really handy visual tool to have. So going through the features on the oscilloscope, we have a boost button. This is just to boost the visual representation of the waveform if it needs a bit more grunt to it. We have trigger off and trigger up and down. This is to kind of capture a cycle of the waveform. So as you move the count around by selecting this, you see we can kind of find a cycle and see it. It's nice and still. It makes it kind of still and we can see it a lot easier. Over on the spectrogram we have a boost as well, so if you want to kind of boost the frequencies here, if it's not quite displaying how you want it to display, you can really like push it to the limit or bring it right down. We have a forward draw, which will draw it forward, reverse draw, which will draw it backwards, forward scroll will scroll it forwards, and reverse scroll will scroll it backwards. We can specify the low and the high frequencies, so say I only want it to pick up from say 5,000 up to 22,000, we can do it that way, bring the boost back up a bit, or we can bring the high frequencies down, and we can also choose between linear and logarithmic modes. So let me just bring this back down to 0 and this back to 22,000. Very good. Now that's not all the features though. You might notice that we have 3 of these. So what we can do is we can choose audio from any other track and send it to the Specyscope. So I've got 2 tracks here. I'm going to choose channel 1 or nasal petroleum, which is this channel here, which has the Specyscope, and then in the drop down menu I'm going to choose 3/4 Specyscope, and I'm going to do the same here, 1 nasal petroleum, but I'm going to choose 5 and 6. Now if I play these clips, you'll see that these 2 spectrograms pick up, and we also have additional waveform displays in the oscilloscope, and they're different colored lines to show you which waveform is doing what. So this is really handy if you want to compare 2 or 3 different audio sources. We have 3 stereo inputs or 6 inputs, and you can see the levels down here. We can also mute ones we don't want to listen to. We can still see them, but say if we just want to hear that sine wave little run there, we can do it like so. Let me just turn off the reverb to make it a bit more clean. Or we can listen to this one here. So there we go, this is Specyscope 1.0. It is $4 today, or if you can wait 2 weeks, it will be free. My name's Tom Cosm. Enjoy.